Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and today we are back with another exciting tutorial. This will be another AI tutorial specifically focusing on cloud and skills. So teaching how cloud can work in your way. We educate AI, or we tell AI how to do things with custom behavior, automated workflows, and share knowledge what you want to share. Okay, so basically what we are trying to do is like we will look how to make use of skill concept in cloud, which is almost similar in other AI tools like Cursor and other tools. And what if we could tell Cloud that you could learn your coding style or your project convention or how your workflows. We give instructions to Cloud so that it can follow those method. So that's how we do with the Cloud skill. Before we get into it, let's talk about what is Cloud Code, right? And if you have not heard about it, or if you have not used it, it's an AI powered coding assistant in a terminal. So it's more of a terminal based agentic AI system where you can do everything in AI. Sorry, everything in terminal. And what it does is like it runs in your terminal if you have a paid plan. Okay, if you don't have a paid plan, it doesn't run in terminal. It reads your files, it's edits your file, it's give you context, it's give you everything like an AI, but it can also help you to write code, and it can help you to edit, and it can create outputs. And it's execute the commands, it's search for code bases, it's fetch web content, everything. So why developer love it? It works in any projects and understand the full context of the projects, or where you're having the complete source code, and runs locally. It's runs on your terminal. It's customizable with skills. As I said, that's the context of this tutorial. And you don't have any need to be any IDE where you have to install some plugin or something. So if you want to install Cloud Code, there is an npm installation step, and also there is other installation stuff. If it's a Windows or in a Mac, you can install it with Brew, you can install it with PowerShell. If you want any video on that, how to install Cloud, don't worry, just send me a comment in the description, in the video comment section. I will try to create a video for that. So Cloud Code at a glance, it's a natural chat system, right? Using terminal, and it's built-in tools, right? Where it's read, writes, edit, bash, search, everything. It's have a skills. It can connect to MCP servers. It have hooks to automate events. It's customizable. So today we focus on skills. So what are cloud skills? So basically, the skill is something which we tell AI to follow. So the AI will follow this agent skills which we enter in the configuration, and this is used based on some standards called agentskills.io, and this is more of a reusable prompt. So we are instructing Claude to follow these specific steps whenever we ask, like when we ask how does this code works, and we already defined that in the skill, then it will follow some step, like when we ask this question, you need to follow these step. So or you can also trigger it manually by slash skill name. Once you define the skills, you can run it automatically when we ask these kind of questions, or when we give the context, the AI will automatically understand, or if you can run it manually, we can use the skill name. And it's completely customizable, control tools, models, behavior, everything. We will see in hands-on how it works and why skill matter. Without skill, you need to repeat these instructions every time. Like when you do this, you have to do this, like, or in consistent output, forget project conventions, manual workflows. With skills, as I said, you can define once. If it's like in the base user directory, it's applicable for every thing you do, or if it's for project specific, we will see all those things in the upcoming slides. It's consistent, it's project knowledge built in, automatic, or on demand. So where does this skill sleeve, or what do you mean by the skills, right? So you need to create a folder inside your home directory .cloud skills, right? And you create a name for the skill, and that's your that skill is applicable, it's personal for you, and it's applicable for all your projects after that. Or if you don't want to create it specific, like applicable for every project what you do, then you can create inside your project folder, so it's applicable only for the project. You can also create enterprise-wise skills, which is like standards which company want to apply for everyone. You can set up, some configuration inside Claude settings.jsons, which is like a standard configuration which apply for, which can be pushed, to all the machines. So it gets applied for everyone. So higher the priority, it overrides the lowest priority, and with the same name. Okay, so yep, that's the based on how you store skills. But let's see how we do this. For example, this is the skill structure, right? So I said in the home directory you create a folder my skill, or it can be named like checking code. So that's the skill you want. And you inside that folder you create a file called skill.md. That's the main one. It has to be there. The main instructions has to be there in the skill.md. But if you want optional like docs, examples, scripts, you can put it there. And everything which you want to define, which should be there in the instruction, should be under skill.md. And how does it look like? So the anatomy of the skill.md. So you give a name. It's called my skill, right? And what you need to give a description what it does and when to use it. We will see an example of the skill which I created, or we will create it together. And in the instruction we tell when we ask this kind of question what the Claude should do. So when performing this task, do first this, then do the second, then do that, finally do this. Follow all these rules in this format, and then whenever next time onwards you start asking the AI will have that context. So, and it's in the YAML format, so all those instructions, just follow it. So configuration options again, the name, right? The name, the folder of the name has to be, the name which you give for the skill has to be important, because that's the one which you will use, like slash skill. And the description, right? You need to describe it. It should not be just one line. Okay, explain with the code diagram. You have to be a little bit more as well. This is an example which I given, and there is an option which you can set for auto or manual. So that means disable more invocation. So if you want AI to take this context every time when you do automatically, then you can set it auto. If you only want to use manual skill invocation, then you can set it for manual. And you can also set some restriction on what kind of tools it can use when you run this skill, like allow tools and auto complete hint and everything like that. So there is two way, as I said. You can trigger automatic, which Claude reads the descriptions and decide when to use the skill. So when you say explain how this code works, and it's find this skill, then it will follow the instructions. Or you can manually trigger like slash explain the code and with the file, or the code which you want to share. So let's create a skill, right? So go to your location, Claude, skills, and you create a folder. It's called explain-code, right? Or whatever name you want to do it. Then once you create the folder, then you write the skill.md, right? You create a file called skill.md, then you describe the name as we created, like explain-code, right? And as I said, the description has to be a little bit clear, like explain the code with diagram with when you use the code, how does this work, right? That's in quotes, and that would be the key thing. So when you detail it, then AI can have the context. And when it says like, start with analogy, draw the ASCII diagram, walk through step by step, highlight, gotcha, keep explanation, right? And once you create it, then test it. Like, when you go to a Claude Code, ask how does this function work, or how does this code works. It will automatically get that, and or you can manually test the skills using /code. That's it. Your first skill is ready. Let me show you how what's the skill I have created. So you can see, I have the same like skill explain hyphen code, and you can see, you have the name explain hyphen code, and we are describing what it does, right? And I'm telling what it has to do when I ask this. So explain in the code, follow the structure, start with analogy, and what does that means? Compare the code with something everyday life, then draw a diagram of ASCII flow, right? So it should have input output process, and walk through step by step what happened first, data flow and everything, key highlight context, provide context. And you can ask AI itself for help. Okay, so it can give you suggestion for this. Then you can ask, okay, I want to change this like this, and you can ask Claude itself to create this, and you can give context, can you change these changes, and then you can commit on the file how it look like. I created another skill like YouTube tech video. I just want to show you something. So you can create a folder and then create again a skill.md, and then it say, okay, when I ask for YouTube tech video, you should give me these kind of context, right? So let's move on. So you can also do some passing arguments when you run the skill. So another example of the skill is like you create a skill called fix issues, and a description fixing GitHub issue, and you can give an argument, and you can give the issue number as an argument. So what it can do is like then you explain fix the issue with the argument following the coding standards, like read the description issue, implement the fix, write test, right? And the argument, when you use this argument like slash fix issue 123, so 123 is the issue number, right? Or if you are using like maybe you can as Jira issues, right? Then you can fix Jira tickets, then you can give the ticket number as the argument. So you use the skill like fix Jira ticket, and 1234 is the ticket number, then it will do automatically what you define, right? And you can also restrict some tools which as part of the skill, like it can only allow tools. So you can see like it's only allowed to read, grep or glob. It doesn't do anything else. So you can restrict, like when I ask for this skill, do only this, right? So it's great for onboarding, code reviews, auditing, etc., right? So and you can also restrict, like as I said, you can only restrict that this skill has to be manually invoked, right? So disable model invocation. That means manual only skills. So use for deployment, sending emails, destructive operations. So Claude will never auto trigger this kind of skill, like slash deploy is a skill which you don't want the Claude to run it automatically, right? So run all tests, build to production, deploy server, verify deployment is a step-by-step process which you don't want Claude to do it automatically. And dynamic context injection, so run commands before loading. So you can also give some commands runs that command inject the output into the prompt, right? So this is also some example how you can define your skill. And the skill ideas, right? So it's basically to give context or convention commit messages, right? So if you want to use some tests, write tests or documentation or code review or refactoring some code, right? Debugging some code. So you can do all these kind of skills, like write test can be a skill where you define, okay, generate unit test when I ask for this, right? You can see document as a skill, and you can say whenever I ask, create a documentation for this code, right? You can use code review as a skill. Then you can tell, okay, whenever I ask for the code review, do this step for this, right? Or debugging, as I said, when you want to debug some tickets, then you can say debugging or fixing issues, right? So the best practice, have a clear description. So I was saying, like, be specific to Claude, know when to auto trigger, when not to, when manually write the keep the skill empty under 500 lines, supporting and use disable mode invocation when there is side effects, right? And restrict tools, keep test both sides, whether it's automatic or invocation, so like how it's working. So this is writing a good description, right? As I said, don't just put helper. Just give some context, like explain the code with diagrams when the user asks how this works, right? So that's a little bit more context for the AI. So don't just put one line, how does this work? So that's too vague. So managing your skill, so you can use slash to see what all the skill available. So if you have created multiple skills, you can use slash and check loading skills, edit skills. Then you can modify the skills from skill.md, delete the skills, and you can also share the skills to the other repos. So try it yourself. As I showed you, like create your skill again, put your information over there. Greeting a user in a fun way is another skill, and you say when I ask for this, use some creative greeting method. So this is example. So, but you can create some practical ones which you don't want to read. So as a recap, right? Skills are reusable instructions in skill.md which you define, right? And it can be personal or it can be applicable for whole projects or from enterprise level. It can be triggered automatic or manual. Safety side, you can restrict the tool. You can disable the auto invocation. You can set up arguments to pass, right? So great. So now it's time for you to go and create your skills and test it out. So you can don't have to ask every time, when you ask something for skill, follow these steps. You just set it up in your skill. Some resources to follow: Cloud Code documentation, agent skill standard, or the skill location. The skill is superpower for cloud. I will put all the information in the YouTube description. Follow it there. If you like the video, have a like, thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Give your comments into the comment section. Ask for something if you want to see more. Thank you guys. So start with one skill, build your collection, and thank you for your great support. See you in the next video. Super great. Start using AI, and I wish you all the best.